DarkwingDubb.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. I just kind of wanted to respond to some drama we got going on in the sports space right now, especially the sports media space right now. So like I said, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible because I'm supposed to be at work. But so as we've seen some back and forth between loudmouth Draymond Green and Austin Rivers. Now, this all started because I guess Draymond Green decided to say that not Steph Curry, but Steve Kerr hindered his career. And Austin Rivers had something to say. He was asked about it on the Dan Patrick show, and he gave his honest opinion. Well, Draymond Green responds with, let's look at it. Why don't we?
I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other is just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so, speaking of Austin Rivers, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous of what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft, I was 35, who's on his second act, still on act 1, he goes, Draymond, never been a scorer. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's when you were at your best. And then in college, he was still good. He was very featured at Duke because NBA careers, should he really talk about my NBA career? I'm still with my first team. He was gone from his first team in 2 years. The guy received the biggest bailout in U.S. history prior to President Trump bailing out the airlines when his dad gave him $42 million. And I tip my hat to Doc. I pray that I can give DJ $200 million or give Deuce $250 million. I pray that I can do that one day. I love how people just go take the 15 seconds that they want to take and make it a headline. But I really enjoyed watching Austin Rivers be bewildered.
I find it funny that he got offended because Austin Rivers, and there's plenty of other people out there that agree with Austin Rivers. Like, why are you saying Steve Kerr hindered your career? As we're going to see here in a few, between Bob Myers, Steve Kerr, you were surrounded with some of the best that helped you win 4 championships. So nobody seems to understand how you can say Steve Kerr ruined or hindered your career. You were never really known as a scorer. You were known as a defender and a rebounder. I believe it was your antics that kept you guys from beating Cleveland before Kevin Durant came through. It was your antics of being an antagonist that hindered you. Basically, what I'm getting at is that you hindered your career. You didn't get better with scoring, but you came in and you were a fairly decent scorer when you came in, but you got worse. Like, no starting center, power forward, whatever you call yourself, averaged or especially an all-star caliber kind of player, right? Because let's be real here. He was an all-star for a few seasons. But you came in and you got a triple single, cuz. Like, bro, what are we talking about here? Anyways, let's see what Austin Rivers said.
Draymond, you're the backpack jump shooter. You're the guy that everyone leaves open. No one guards you. It's you, and I shouldn't be surprised. You always act irrationally, emotionally immature. I was ranked number 1. You were ranked, I don't know. College, you actually were a really good college basketball player, but It's hard to compare because I was only there for 6 months, something you could never do. You have the delusion, the non-wherewithal, the irony of you saying I'm part of the biggest bailout in NBA history. Draymond, you are the luckiest basketball player I think I've ever seen, especially in modern day history. There are hours and hours and hours of film of just you being left wide open. In fact, anybody can just YouTube or Google or watch any Draymond game ever, and he's open all game. Talk about Steve Kerr ended your career. Bro, Steve Kerr made your career. How dare you? Coming at me? Are you kidding me? I wish I could give my son $200 million if I was a coach. Yo, the NBA doesn't give coaching jobs to guys who may or may not sucker punch one of the players and staff. You need to fall back, Dre. Let's just be frenemies.
Now, that was just clipped. It was all clipped together because the video is actually about 3 minutes long. You can go find it on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. But I must say that Austin Rivers absolutely ethered Draymond Green. I hope Draymond Green doesn't come back with anything because you were ethered by Austin Rivers. The same guy you said was on his second act just ethered you, bro. Yeah, you had a lot to say about his career. Let's not forget that Austin Rivers was the number one player coming out of high school, whereas you wasn't. So you're trying to compare high school careers. Okay, you went to high school where you were good in high school, but Austin Rivers was number one in high school and you were not. And I'm not by any means coming to the defense of Austin Rivers because I'm not a Duke fan. I'm a Texas fan, but I call it how I see it. That's why the show is called No Fucking Cap, because Darkwing calls it how he sees it. And how I see it right now is Austin Rivers is absolutely 100% correct. You can shit on Austin Rivers' NBA career all you want to. That's all fine and dandy. Fact of the matter is, bro did play 11 seasons before he started on his second act. You got to get that to him. There's only 400 players that play in the NBA, and he just so happened to be one of them. How many people grow up dreaming of being able to play in the NBA? Austin Rivers and Draymond Green were able to make that happen for themselves. So let's not poo-poo on his career because both you guys made it to where a lot of people, including myself, wanted to make it. Now, you attacked this man because he just didn't agree with you saying Steve Kerr hindered your career. Therefore, you responded and attacked the man's career, and you attacked the man's father for helping him get a good contract. But you don't want to talk about how you were able to get the rings that you got. See, the part that was clipped out of Austin Rivers is, but I'll go ahead and do it because Austin Rivers already said, like I said, y'all can see the entire video on any social media site. But Austin Rivers pretty much laid it out. Like, you were drafted to a team with a Hall of Fame GM, Bob Myers, a Hall of Fame coach and player, Steve Kerr. You were lucky enough to play alongside one of the greatest point guards of all time, the greatest shooter of all time, future Hall of Famer, Steph Curry. You were also able to play alongside a top 5 shooter of all time, future Hall of Famer, Klay Thompson. Let's not forget about when you guys couldn't beat Cleveland, who'd y'all bring in? A top 10 player of all time, Kevin Durant, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer. Let's not forget about the fact that you had Mr. Do-It-All in Andre Iguodala, probably a future Hall of Famer. You had a big man behind you, Andrew Bogut. You also had ample of other players that played their role to the fullest extent. Sean Livingston, Leandro Barbosa, just to name a couple. Jordan Poole. You remember him? I remember him. I think that's the same guy you punched in the face after you won the championship. After you won the championship. Why? Because you was mad that he was outshining you? Jordan Poole, you ran out of town because you punched him in the face. Kevin Durant, you ran out of town because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. Hey, let's not act like Austin Rivers was absolutely correct. You are the luckiest player in the NBA because you got to play alongside all those players plus more. There's more that I didn't even name. I don't have to name. He's correct. You are the backpack shooter. You are the guy that everybody leaves open to go guard everybody else. He is absolutely correct. He also said that you could go find clips and clips and clips and clips of Draymond grabbing a rebound and being able to sprint down court. Nobody guarding him because they were more worried about everybody else around him. Andrew Wiggins. Like, come on, bro. Like, we get it. Draymond, you're a Hall of Fame player, defensive player of the year, multiple-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champion. We get it. We get it. But you look childish. You look childish as fuck attacking some of these people because nobody wants to put respect on your name. Why don't nobody want to put respect on your name? Because you are childish. This is how you act. You act like a kid, bro. You talk too much. Guys like Michael Jordan, Shaq, Kobe, Dennis. People compare you to Dennis Rodman. They let their game speak. But you want to get on your little podcast and you want to talk shit about any and everybody. I think you met your match here, at least this time. Austin Rivers ethered your ass. And it's about time you stop running your mouth and let your game play, because I guarantee you, look at all the teams that are in the playoffs right now. Would you even be a starter on these teams? Would you start over Cat New York? Would you start over Mobley or Allen in Cleveland? Would you start over Jalen Duren? I mean, bro, you have fallen so far that you probably wouldn't even start over DeAndre Ayton in LA. We know you're not starting in OKC. We know you're not doing that. Are you starting in San Antonio? Are you starting over Julius Randle or Rudy Gobert in Minnesota? Are you starting in Philadelphia? Well, you might start in Philadelphia now because Joel Embiid is injured. But would you start with Joel Embiid there? Bro, it's time for you to take a whole backseat. Steve Kerr made your career. Steve Kerr put you in a position to win. Steve Kerr made you. Steph Curry made you. Klay Thompson made you. Kevin Durant made you. Andre Iguodala made you. You didn't make you. Everybody at Bob Myers made you. Mike Dunleavy Jr., who is now the current GM, made you. How did they make you? Because you were surrounded by some of the best of the best. And it's time for you to recognize that. You talk too much, bro. You talk too much. Austin Rivers ethered you. And in this case, I agree with Austin Rivers. If I haven't shown it by now, and you'll probably never see this, I don't care. You were ethered by Austin Rivers. And that's all I got to say about that. Y'all go support your boy. Please like and subscribe to everything that you see. Hey, let me know what y'all think down in the comments, bro. Let me know what y'all think. Does Draymond have a point? Does Austin have a point? Do they both have a point? Me personally, I think it goes to Austin Rivers. True story. Anyways, y'all salute. Your boys out.